Well, this weekend just gone, I forgot one of the cardinal rules of being a DJ. The second word that I have stenciled just up there on my computer monitor. On this side, my favourite word, passion, is written on a white piece of masking tape. On this side, the word that is written up there, which you can't see, is communicate. And I forgot to. I had an occasion to go for a bit of a drive and do a 21st birthday party 500 kilometres away from home. One of those sorts of functions where if you get there and things are not quite right, you can't zip home and solve the issue. It's got to be fixed there and then. Here's what happened. A family member of mine, somewhere way over there in the family tree, rang me and asked me if I would come up to Geraldton and do a 21st birthday party for their daughter. It's family, of course, not an issue. Not booked on the night, away I went. Now, while we were chatting briefly about it, my directive from the client was 21st birthday party for the daughter. She's got to have a fun time. So I throw all my gear in the car and head up the highway, loaded for bear. When I get to the venue, it's evident that there's a breakdown in communication somewhere along the lines, because the room is set up in a dining room with a large arrangement of tables in a rectangle filling the entire floor area of the venue, with the exception, of course, for space to sit around the tables with a gap in the middle. Like a large conference room, if you will. So one very large rectangular dining table with about 8 people across the length and 6 people sitting down the sides. No room to dance, no room to set up a DJ gear. Bear in mind, I've got everything I need for a 21st birthday party. Speakers, bass, lights, the desk, the whole box and dice. So I asked the venue if they're aware that I'm coming. Yeah, we were told Uncle with a laptop was providing the music. Well, yeah, I can see how that would translate into that. I'm a relative. I get called affectionately Uncle Bernard, but I don't think I'm actually an uncle. And I do use a laptop plugged into my gear to run my sound system. Breakdown in communication, all right? They're expecting an uncle who's a guest at the wedding to sit and eat at the table with his laptop beside him, playing out of the laptop speakers background music for a dinner. I'm expecting my skills and experience and equipment as a professional DJ to help make this the biggest rockingness 21st birthday she's ever had. Somewhere between the two, something went wrong. I obviously failed to do a full and thorough consult with the client to establish exactly what I was being booked for. Pass it off as just a family member. It'll be okay. I know what they want. The client went, it's okay. Bernard's been doing this for ages. He knows what to do. It'll be right, and did not feel the need to communicate any further to me, feeling that it was in my very capable hands. I didn't communicate with the venue about my requirements of setup area, etc., expecting that the client was going to have a party and I wouldn't have any issues. The communication as a DJ is vitally important. Right across the entire function, right from the moment that phone rings to the moment you sit down with your consult, to the moment you stand behind the desks, and what you do when you're behind your decks. You don't stop communicating with the client and with their guests when you stop filling out paperwork. Every song you play, the way you interact with the room, is communication. If you don't pick up the vibe coming from the room and you play a Madonna song when they're getting into techno, you're not communicating properly. If you are not encouraging them to come on that emotional journey while you're DJing for them throughout the night, you're not communicating properly. So, the second power word that I want you to stick in your head is communication. You must have that passion. It must be something that you can convey when you're talking to the client. It must be something you can convey when you're working behind the decks. How do you convey that? Communication. Practice and enjoy.